Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into the world of United Kingdom 2 pence coins. These small, humble coins have captured the attention of collectors worldwide, not only for their history but also for their rarity and potential value. In this video, we'll explore the top 5 most valuable UK 2 pence coins, covering different years, conditions, and mint marks, so whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, you'll gain valuable insight into these fascinating pieces of numismatic history. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 2 pence 2p coin from 1990, specifically in circulated condition. While this coin is common in everyday pockets, it still has a story worth telling. We'll explore its history, design, collector demand, rarity and damaged condition, and of course, its current auction market value in US dollars. So let's jump right in. The 2p coin was first introduced in 1971 as part of the United Kingdom's decimalisation process, replacing older pre-decimal denominations with a simpler, more modern currency system. The 1992 pence coin belongs to the era when Queen Elizabeth II's third portrait, designed by Raphael McLouth, was still being used on British currency. By this time, the Royal Mint had already transitioned from bronze to a copper-plated steel composition for some coins, but the 1992p was still minted in traditional bronze. Millions of these coins were produced for circulation during the early 1990s, making them relatively common in general use. The obverse of the 1992 pence features the elegant McLouth portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, showcasing sharper detailing around the crown and facial features compared to previous designs. On the reverse, you'll find the iconic badge of the Prince of Wales' 3 plumes encircled by a coronet with the motto ICHDN, meaning I serve. The words 2 pence appear above the design, along with the year 1990 below. Although the coin seems ordinary, its well-balanced artwork and pure bronze finish give it a classic, rich appearance collectors still admire today. While the 1992 pence is not considered rare in mint or circulated condition, collectors sometimes show interest in examples with unusual wear, minting anomalies, or surface damage that results in unique appearances. Damaged coins such as those with corrosion, scratches, dents, or discoloration typically do not hold premium value. However, some collectors look for error coins or oddities created through circulation that may have distinctive appeal. For example, coins with striking misalignments, clipped planchets, or unusual coloration from environmental exposure can attract niche interest. Still, a normally damaged or heavily worn 1992p coin is generally considered a low-value, common piece and typical circulated condition. The 1992 pence coin's value is usually just face value, which is around $322,000. Damaged or heavily worn examples almost always remain within this same low price range. However, higher-grade examples, especially those bordering uncirculated or with unusual mint errors, can perform better in online auctions. Some can sell between $122,000, depending on visual appeal, error significance, and collector demand. Truly exceptional error versions can occasionally reach $416,000, though this is not common. For most sellers and collectors, the circulated 1992p remains a nostalgic coin rather than a high-value item. If you're collecting UK decimal coins, especially coins from the 1990s, focus on condition, luster, and error potential. Look for coins with crisp details on the Queen's portrait and the Prince of Wales' feathers. Avoid pieces with excessive corrosion or deep scratches unless they possess a rare minting flaw. Consider storing your better condition coins in clear protective holders to prevent further oxidation. When searching through mixed coin lots, always check for rotated dies, off-center strikes, or incorrect planchette errors, as these can boost value significantly. And keep an eye on auction sites, where unusual error varieties sometimes appear unexpectedly. The United Kingdom 1992 pence coin may not be the rarest or most valuable decimal coin, but it remains a charming piece of British numismatic history. Its classic bronze design, widespread circulation, and occasional collector interest in error varieties make it an interesting addition to any coin collection. Whether you're a new collector or simply curious about everyday coins, the 1992p teaches us that every coin has a story, even the ones that seem the most ordinary. Next up, the United Kingdom 2 pence coin from 1988, specifically when found in rusty or heavily corroded condition. While the 1988 2p may not be one of the rarest modern UK coins, it carries historical significance, collector relevance, and a surprising level of market activity. Whether you found this coin inside an old drawer, dug it out of the ground, or discovered it mixed with spare change, this video will walk you through its origin, unique details, rarity factors, and how much collectors might actually pay for one even if it's rusty. The United Kingdom 2 pence coin was first introduced in 1971 during Britain's decimalisation shift, replacing shillings and pence with a simpler monetary system. By 1988, The 2p coin had been in circulation for 17 years and was still made from the classic bronze alloy of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. This composition gives the coin its rich reddish tone, but it also makes it vulnerable to corrosion, environmental wear, and oxidation, especially when exposed to moisture or acidic surfaces. 1988 falls within the era when the Royal Mint was producing large quantities of 2p coins to support everyday cash transactions. Although not considered a low mintage year, the 1988 2 pence remains a popular date for collectors who focus on pre-1992 bronze coinage before the metal switched to copper-plated steel. The 1988 2 pence features the iconic badge of the Prince of Wales, consisting of 3 ostrich feathers rising through a coronet. Beneath it sits the motto ICHDN, meaning I serve. Around the outer edge appears the inscription 2 pence, which remained standard until later years when design adjustments took place on the obverse. The coin carries the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by artist Raphael Maklouf. This portrait is distinctive due to its more ornate depiction of the Queen, including the intricate diadem and detailed facial features. These stylistic traits make pre-1990s coins visually appealing, even in worn or oxidized states. Rusty coins show the bronze surface breaking down, turning into darker browns, greens, or even deep reddish corrosion. While this damage lowers traditional collector appeal, some niche collectors, metal detectorists, and historical hobbyists still appreciate such pieces for their found condition authenticity. From a rarity standpoint, the 1988 2p is not considered rare in normal circulating condition. However, scarcity increases slightly when it comes to collectors searching for specific years in naturally aged, corroded, or environmentally damaged states. While this isn't mainstream numismatics, there is a small submarket of individuals who collect as-found coins discovered in the ground, pulled from old metal caches, or aged from decades of exposure. Collectors do not typically pay premium prices for rusty coins unless they hold structural or historical interest. But interestingly, some buyers do purchase such coins for artistic purposes, jewelry making, resin crafts, or nostalgia-driven displays. The value in rusty condition is mostly sentimental or niche, not traditional numismatic rarity, and in today's online marketplace, whether on eBay, Etsy, or numismatic community forums, the 1988 UK 2 pence coin in rusty or corroded condition typically sells for between 10 cents and $1. Most of these sales occur among artists, casual collectors, or individuals looking for bulk coin lots. Coins in extreme rust with heavy pitting or surface loss usually fall toward the lowest end of the value range. Slightly aged coins with only light oxidation may sell for closer to $1, especially when sold in groups. A pristine, uncirculated 1988 2p, by contrast, might bring in $431,000 depending on demand, but rusty coins are valued mainly for curiosity rather than numismatic merit, and in rare cases, unusual color patterns from corrosion, visually striking patinas, or metal detector recoveries with a story behind them can sell for slightly more, sometimes $114,000, but these are exceptions, not the norm if you collect or plan to sell a rusty 1988 2 pence coin. Here are some helpful tips. Avoid aggressive cleaning. Scrubbing, sanding, or using harsh chemicals can damage the coin further and reduce any remaining collector value. Patina is often preferred over polished surfaces. Store the coin properly. When keeping the coin, place it in a dry, airtight coin flip or display case to prevent future corrosion. Consider selling in bulk. Rusty coins sell better when grouped with other pre-1992 bronze coins for craft or hobby use. Document its origin. If the coin was found via metal detecting or came from an old collection, mention it in listings. It can increase interest. Watch for unique errors. Although not common, minting errors such as off-center strikes, clipped planches, or doubling can still hold value even in rusty condition. The United Kingdom 2 pence coin from 1988 may not be a standout rarity, but it holds a special charm rooted in history, royal symbolism, and the appeal of vintage British currency. Even in rusty condition, it still finds demand among casual collectors, craft enthusiasts, and those who enjoy the story behind an aged coin. Whether you're examining one from your change jar or adding it to a growing pre-1992 bronze collection, the 1988 2p remains a small but meaningful piece of British numismatic heritage. Next up, the United Kingdom 2 pence coin from 1990, this time in dirty or heavily circulated condition. While the 2p coin is one of the most common denominations in the UK, many collectors remain curious about whether older pieces, especially those with noticeable dirt, stains, or environmental wear, hold any rarity or meaningful auction value. In this video, we'll break down its background, look at its design features, examine collector demand for damaged examples, and evaluate its current market value in dollars. Let's get started. The 1990 UK 2p coin belongs to the decimal series first introduced in 1971. By 1990, The 2 pence piece had already become a familiar part of everyday transactions, produced in high quantities to meet national demand. The coin was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and features the Makhlouf portrait, which was used from 1985 to 1997. This particular era of coinage is known for stable, mass production rather than short mint runs, meaning the 1992p is historically abundant. However, collectors still view it as part of an important transitional phase in modern British numismatics, especially for those building full date-run collections. The obverse of the 1992p showcases Raphael Makhlouf's detailed effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, accompanied by the surrounding Latin inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD. The reverse features the classic badge of the Prince of Wales' 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet alongside the motto ICHDN, meaning I serve. Designed by Christopher Ironside, this reverse remained unchanged until the new shield design introduced in 2008. The coin is made of bronze, consisting of 97% copper, which means that with time and exposure, it commonly darkens, tarnishes, or develops grime, especially evident on coins that have spent decades in circulation. When it comes to rarity, the 1992 pence coin is not considered scarce. It was minted in very large quantities, and most examples found today, especially in dirty or heavily circulated condition, are considered common. Collectors almost always prefer clean, well-preserved pieces with minimal wear. Dirty coins, ones with stubborn stains, mud deposits, environmental damage, or significant surface discoloration, typically do not enhance a coin's desirability. Instead, they lower the likelihood that a collector will pay a premium. Still, damaged coins are sometimes purchased for educational collections, bulk lots, or restoration practice, but demand remains low. Thus, rarity in damaged condition is not about scarcity but about reduced collector interest. Because of its common mintage and typical availability, even in bulk, the 1992 pence in dirty condition generally holds a value of around $416,000, mainly reflecting its face value and copper content rather than any collector premium. In online auction platforms, heavily circulated or dirty examples rarely sell individually. If listed, they may sell as part of larger coin batches and still rarely exceed a few dollars for multiple pieces. Clean, uncirculated specimens can sometimes reach higher values, usually $113,000, but dirty examples generally do not enter competitive auctions. Overall, it remains a low-value circulating coin unless it has an error or extremely unusual anomaly. If you want to collect or sell a 1992 pence coin, consider gently cleaning surface dirt only if you are confident it won't scratch or alter the metal. Harsh cleaning can ruin value. Look for variants such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchette defects, as these errors can dramatically increase value even on common coins. Always store your coins in a dry, stable environment to prevent further corrosion. For those building a date set, aim for high-grade examples, as condition is the most significant factor affecting modern coin values. And if you plan to buy or sell online, clear photographs and honest descriptions help attract the right buyers. The 1990 United Kingdom 2 pence coin in dirty condition may not be rare, and its market value stays modest, but it remains a fascinating piece of everyday British history. Its classic design, long circulation life, and widespread recognition give it a place in many collections, especially for those assembling complete sets of decimal coinage. Whether you're a beginner collector or simply curious about the value of old pocket change, understanding coins like this provides insight into the broader world of numismatics. Next up, the United Kingdom 2 pence coin from 1999, specifically in fine condition. While the 2p coin is a common part of British coinage, certain years, conditions, and minor variations can make them appealing to collectors. In this video, we'll explore the coin's history, its unique design features, discuss its rarity and collector demand even in circulated or lightly damaged condition, analyze its current auction market value in US dollars, and share practical tips for collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a beginner starting a coin collection, this guide will provide valuable insight. The 1999 UK 2 pence coin is part of the decimal series introduced in 1971, following the transition from the old pre-decimal system. By 1999, the 2 pence coin was firmly established in everyday circulation and produced in large quantities to meet public demand. The coin was minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, featuring the Machin portrait, which was standard at the time. While not historically rare in terms of production numbers, the 1999 coin belongs to a generation of coins that bridged the late 20th century and early modern British currency, making it an essential piece for those collecting a complete date run of decimal 2p coins. The obverse of the 1999 2p coin features the familiar effigy of Queen Elizabeth II by sculptor Raphael Makhlouf, surrounded by the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD. The reverse showcases the classic design of the badge of the Prince of Wales, 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, accompanied by the motto ICHDN, which means I serve. The coin is composed of bronze, which gives it a reddish-brown hue, and measures 25.9 mm in diameter. Coins in fine condition retain much of their detail, with minor wear on the high points but clear design elements, making them more desirable than heavily circulated examples. The 1999 2p coin is not considered rare, even in fine condition, due to its high mintage and regular circulation. However, collectors often seek coins in fine or better condition to complete date sets, which slightly increases demand compared to worn or dirty coins. Heavily damaged or corroded examples are less desirable, as they lack visual appeal and can be easily replaced. In the coin market, condition is a key factor, and even a common coin like the 1999 2p can attract modest collector interest when in well-preserved state. Errors, minting anomalies, or uncirculated examples significantly increase interest and potential value. In today's market, a 1999 UK 2p coin in fine condition typically sells for around $425,000, depending on the platform and buyer interest. Coins in better, almost uncirculated or proof condition can fetch higher prices, sometimes reaching $321,000 in auctions or specialized sales. Damaged or heavily circulated coins generally remain at face value or slightly above, highlighting the importance of condition for collectors. Bulk sales, coin sets, or coins with minor errors can also influence the final market value, providing opportunities for collectors who pay close attention to details. For those looking to collect the 1999 2p coin, it's important to handle coins carefully to preserve their condition. Store them in a cool, dry environment and avoid harsh cleaning, as it can damage the surface and reduce value. Seek out coins with minimal wear and sharp details, and check for minor minting errors such as off-center strikes or die cracks, which can make a common coin considerably more valuable. When buying online, always request clear photographs and accurate descriptions to ensure the coin meets your standards. Additionally, building a complete date and mint mark collection increases the overall value and satisfaction of your collection. The 1999 United Kingdom 2p coin in fine condition may not be rare, but it remains a meaningful part of British decimal coinage. Its classic design, historical context, and role in everyday transactions make it an attractive addition to any coin collection. While heavily circulated or damaged examples are not highly valued, well-preserved coins can hold modest auction value and appeal to collectors completing date sets. Understanding the history, condition, and market value of coins like the 1999 2p helps both new and experienced collectors make informed decisions and appreciate the stories behind everyday currency. Next up, the United Kingdom 2p coin from 1978, specifically in bad or heavily circulated condition. While 2p coins are usually common, older examples like the 1978 issue carry a certain historical significance, even when worn or damaged. In this video, we'll explore the coin's history, its unique design features, discuss its rarity and collector demand for coins in poor condition, examine its current market value in dollars, and provide practical tips for collectors. Whether you are just starting your coin collection or are a seasoned numismatist, this guide will give you a comprehensive look at this fascinating piece of British currency. The 1978 UK 2p coin is part of the decimal coinage system introduced in 1971, replacing the old pre-decimal currency. By 1978, the 2p coin had firmly established itself as a regular part of everyday transactions in the United Kingdom. These coins were minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, featuring the first widely circulated portrait of the Queen by Arnold Machin on the obverse. The 1978 2p coin belongs to a period when decimal coins were still relatively new, making it an important piece for collectors looking to complete a full set of early decimal coins. Despite its historical interest, the coin was produced in large quantities, meaning that even today, it is still fairly common in circulation. The 1978 2p coin features the obverse design of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, with the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD surrounding her profile. The reverse, designed by Christopher Ironside, depicts the badge of the Prince of Wales, 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, accompanied by the motto ICHDN, which translates to I serve. The coin is made of bronze, giving it a reddish-brown color that naturally darkens and corrodes over time, especially when subjected to heavy circulation or poor storage conditions. Coins in bad condition often show wear on the high points, discoloration, and surface corrosion, which can obscure some of these classic details. In terms of rarity, the 1978 2p coin is not considered scarce, even in poor condition. Its high mintage means that most collectors will encounter numerous examples in circulation. Coins in heavily damaged or dirty condition are usually less desirable, as they do not display the sharp details that collectors seek. However, there is still a small market for these coins among those who collect in bulk, for educational purposes, or for restoration projects. While a 1978 2p in bad condition is unlikely to command a high price individually, it may still be useful as part of a broader collection of older decimal coins. Essentially, demand is limited, but the coin retains historical interest. The market value for a 1978 UK 2 pence coin in bad condition is modest. Typically, these coins are worth around $433,000 individually, reflecting their face value more than any collector premium. Heavily circulated coins rarely sell for more unless they are part of a lot of multiple coins, in which case buyers may pay slightly higher prices per coin. Coins in better condition, fine or uncirculated, can fetch between $223,000 depending on the market and demand, but damaged coins generally remain at a minimal value. It's worth noting that coins with significant errors or unusual minting defects can attract collector attention and significantly higher auction prices, even if the coin is otherwise in poor condition. If you're a collector interested in the 1978 2 pence coin, even in bad condition, there are a few things to keep in mind. Avoid harsh cleaning or abrasive methods, as these can further damage the coin and reduce any potential value. Focus on acquiring coins that show some legible details and remain structurally intact. Look for coins with interesting anomalies, such as minting errors or unusual coloration, which can add to their appeal. For beginners, buying coins in bulk can be a cost-effective way to start a collection of older decimal coins, while keeping an eye out for examples that are worth preserving or upgrading in condition over time. The 1978 United Kingdom 2 pence coin in bad condition may not be rare or highly valuable, but it still holds a place in the history of British decimal coinage. Its classic design and role in everyday transactions make it an interesting collectible, especially for those building a full set of decimal coins or exploring the history of UK coinage. While heavily circulated examples carry little monetary value, understanding their design, history, and potential appeal is essential for any collector. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more insights into UK coins and their market value.